What's up, everybody? I am back. And I actually figured out live this time, but I'm late, so I apologize for telling everybody that I was going to be here at 10. Um, yeah, fashionably late is what we are going to call it, but I'm here nonetheless, and pretty excited just to update y'all on everything that has been going on this first already 4 months of 2022. I'll wait for a few more people to get on here, and then obviously questions, whatever y'all got for me, I would love to answer them. And yeah, just kind of go through everything that has led up to April, because it's really hard to believe that it is already April. Also trying to figure out how to turn off notifications for emails and stuff. There we go. Hopefully that worked. So if you're jumping on here, say hi. Like I said, any questions you've got for me, would love to answer them. Last time we did this, I was at least packing because I was on my way to a Brownells trip. This time I got nothing. I'm home for a whole month after 6 weeks of nonstop travel. So pretty crazy. Hello. Thanks for hopping on here. It's good to see people joining in. I actually can't tell how many people are watching. I'm not sure how you look at that. So if y'all are on here, please say hi so I know you're here. I know also last time we did this, which was I think August, and I apologize because I said I was going to figure out lives again. I was looking for a day that would be best. So I think from now on, Tuesday nights, we're going live. That's what I figured out. Best night for me because there is no wrestling really happening, no good wrestling happening on Tuesday nights for the most part. And yeah, other than that, what actually happens on Tuesdays. So lives with me if y'all are down for it. If anybody's got any questions or any specific topics you want to talk about, please let me know because otherwise I'm going to be staring at myself on this camera or being socially awkward. I'm not sure which one, maybe a combination. And we do have all sorts of topics to go over. So we haven't talked about SHOT Show. We haven't talked about the Gundies. We haven't talked about, what we start this year off with, 2022s? Yeah. I got a lot more things. Do I own crypto? I don't. I let my husband handle all the crypto world because I don't actually understand it, and things that aren't tangible. It doesn't really work for me. So same with NFTs. I don't understand them. I don't know why you would want to buy something that you can't, a piece of art that you can't actually hang in your house or that you can screenshot with your phone. Doesn't make sense to me. Me and my husband argue about this every week because he's got ideas about it and I'm just but I don't understand. So no, I don't own crypto. I think he's got something set up and I'll let him handle that. Armed Atlas, you're in the chat. Hello. Are you going to be at NRA? Y'all let me know too if Tuesdays work for you because I'm thinking Tuesdays are going to be the day that we do lives. Unless there's just anything fun. I've also got to figure out video schedules because YouTube is coming back. I'm coming back to YouTube, guys. Last year I had a steady thing going and then life happened and I had 6 weeks of straight travel in the fall and then I thought I was going to be revamping things in January. We had really big plans and then got that first video out. And then COVID hit all of us. So got that first video back. COVID hit all of us. I think by the time I tested, I was negative. But my dad ended up with it. Then SHOT Show happened. And then I had my appendectomy. And then it was just constant chaos since then. So I feel like I have failed you all, but I'm back and hopefully we've got some really good stuff coming. All right, let's see questions. Armed Atlas, I am going to be at NRA's annual meeting, and there's also the Primary Arms Range Day. I don't know if you're going to be at that, but you should. The coolest part of the Gundies. That is a hard question. The Gundies I had a very different experience than a lot of people did at the Gundies because I actually went out there the Tuesday before the Saturday event. And the main event was Saturday. The award ceremony was Saturday night, and then Friday there was a big pre-day for all the sponsors. They got to do all the same things that the influencers got to do, which was really cool. But leading up to it, it was just so many details. If you can imagine, like putting on an event that size in the middle of nowhere, by the way, because Uvalde is the middle of nowhere. So by the time the actual day got there, I was so exhausted. I think I missed half of it and that was even after Black Rifle Coffee tried to pump me up with coffee and caffeine and all sorts of things to get me through the day. So coolest part though, it was pretty darn cool to watch an RPG get shot. Obviously seeing a Sherman tank go off is always a good day. And then seeing everybody in one place out there. There was a lot of new creators out there, and I thought it was really fun to see them try new things. So overall, it was a really good thing. Coolest part is probably just all the smiles after people watched the Sherman tank. Also, I got to talk face to face with Kangaroo, and yeah, that's always a good day too. Everyone keeps asking you about Primary Arms or NRA because those are both important questions. Armed Atlas, sorry, I'm addressing you. You must own a safe as big as Demolition Ranch. I'm interested to actually talk to him at some point about what size safe he has because I don't know. I am convinced that ours might be bigger, but I don't want to start a battle. So don't tell Demolition Ranch that we're talking about his safe being smaller. But I think that we've got a bigger safe than him. Google Police will be listening since NRA is being mentioned. Yeah, they probably will. I don't really know the Google Police very well yet, and haven't had very many strikes or anything. So hopefully we'll keep it that way. But you never know. How was the after party at the Gundies? Very different from last year. Everything about the Gundies was like a few steps higher than last year's, like the amount of people that were there, the overall award ceremony. I know that there was it messed up with live and whatnot, but the actual award ceremony was really well run. The after party was incredible. So they do the award ceremony down at this pole barn that's close to the Ox Ranch side of Ox Ranch / drive tanks. Really, really nice area. And then they moved us back to the tank barn. So I don't know if you've ever partied in a tank barn, but if you can imagine, it's pretty darn cool. And they had a DJ there. I think people were playing beer pong, but I kind of stayed outside for the most part and up underneath the heater because I was very chilly. Man, I haven't talked this much in a while. I'm like winded. Which caliber handgun is your favorite to shoot? It really depends on the mood because sometimes, a lot of times I'm shooting a 9mm, but every now and then you just have to go out there with like a 410 revolver or something ridiculous and just let it go. Who are you saying that Demolition Ranch has an underground bunker filled? Trying to keep up with these comments. And Armed Atlas, yes, let's please coordinate. I'm pretty excited to get back out to Houston. So obviously we're leading up to the NRA annual meeting, and I know a lot of people have mixed feelings on the NRA, as do I. But the annual meeting is one of my favorite industry events because it's open to the public and open to gun owners. Now, of course, part of the stipulation is you're an NRA member. But a lot of people are, and they don't realize that they're not exactly fighting for us. So I really wish they would do a lot more. But for now, it is an event that I will continue to go to. Um, hmm. Interesting. So he really does have an underground bunker. I don't know. We don't have an underground bunker. I will say that, but that's not to say that it's not on the list of things to do in the future. I got big plans. Maybe I'll have a castle. I don't know. Have I shot out of a helicopter yet? Yes, several times actually. The first time I ever shot out of a helicopter was on a trip, my first trip actually ever with Brownells. Absolutely incredible time. Learned a lot about shooting out of a helicopter. Forgot it all since then. And then last year, I did my first ever event with Greystone, and I have a video coming about that. It's been halfway made, but me and my editing or lack of editing skills really is what's holding me back from posting that. So I will get that posted. You may have seen little like sneak peeks and things drop on Instagram about the trip with Greystone. And hopefully I'll be doing more stuff with them in the future. But yes, I have shot out of a helicopter, a few different kinds of guns, and full auto, of course. Oh, and at one point I did a shoot with Nineline out of their helicopter too. So I've shot out of a helicopter a few times. But it never gets old. So would I want to do it again? Absolutely. Um, Mark, it is nice to officially meet you as well. Thanks for hopping on here. Um, Hootie Hoo, is that Mr. Hootie Hoo in the chat? What the heck? If y'all don't follow him, you absolutely need to. He was just on the trip with Brownells on the dinosaur hunt trip. This guy. Now, I'm going to tell you this story, but I'm really actually upset about this because I was at the grocery store while this was happening. I, myself, and let me speak English for a second. Okay, so I went to the grocery store with Cody, and there were a few of us there. Drawing a blank on who else was there at the moment. Anyway, we decided to go to the grocery store to, get food for everybody while the guys back at the house are wrangling a live iguana. This guy, Mr. Hootie, who jumps on a probably 7-foot iguana and wrangles it, and takes a picture with it and videos with it and drops the iguana before I get back to take my picture with it. So I'm a little bit upset about this. And by the way, this iguana was so massive. It was probably like the granddaddy of the pond. And we didn't see any other animals the entire time we were at this house. So pretty darn crazy. I'd like to try hog hunting out of a helicopter too. That's highly on my list. And there's a few places in Texas that I've been looking at. And I think they do it in Florida too, but that is a bucket list item for me. I would really like to go hog hunting out of a helicopter as well. Anybody else? Iguana hunting was probably one of my favorite things I've ever done. And if you're watching the comments, Mr. Hootie Hoo is agreeing with that. It's so I don't even know how to explain it. It's so even if you're not the one shooting, there's so much going on that it's just an incredible experience. I was on a boat with Mr. Hootie Hoo, D, and Perry, and then of course our guides, and we were nonstop. If you weren't the one with the gun, because we only had 2 air guns on the boat with us, then you were either like spotting for somebody, or there were several times that I jumped off the boat to go wrangle the iguana after they shot it. And then Mr. Hootie, who of course jumps in the canal at one point to wrangle a live one because he's just that kind of person. And if you go watch his videos, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. Jamie, I love that I own full auto also. I feel like I identify with it, hence Rapidfire Rachel. Armed Atlas, I have not seen your latest video. I need to get back into watching everybody's videos. I've been on the run so much that I feel like I've missed a lot. And I know it's not like the best thing to do. Sometimes I listen to people's YouTube videos while I'm driving, and then I like make mental notes of going back to watch certain ones that I didn't see all of the content because I was just listening to it. I do that, and then I listen to people's podcasts. Oh, and by the way, podcasts. I was just on We Like Shooting. Hope y'all go listen to that if you don't already listen to all of his podcasts. They're amazing. And there will be a podcast dropping for the gun experiment later this month. So since I haven't been YouTubing, I've been talking Maybe not this much, or maybe this not this fast, but like I said, I'm a little bit winded, so I'm gonna have a little. There we go. My favorite EDC. So the way I choose what I carry, it depends a lot on what I'm wearing. So I have a few different options, but my favorite carry gun is my Walther PPS M2. Hello from Austria. We got people from Austria on here. That's awesome. Thanks for jumping in. And Oklahoma. Armed Atlas, I feel you on that. I wish I had more time to watch everybody's videos. Sometimes it just gets to be a lot. Even Instagram, like half the time I don't see people's posts unless I intentionally go to their page and then I see like 11 of their posts that I missed. It's pretty crazy. Do I own any livestock? So at the moment, the only animals we have are ducks and chickens, but cows are in my 5-year plan. So 5-year plan, get a dog, maybe babies, and a cow. But cows are on the list. I've already got names picked out for them. And then, yeah, anyway. One day, hopefully. I guess we probably need to get a little bit more land too. So right now, currently also, my office isn't finished. So that's why my living room's not finished either. If you can see the stuff that's not on the wall. And my legs are now falling asleep because I'm sitting crisscross applesauce. So if I get a little bit wiggly, then y'all know why. So what else is up? What else do y'all want to know about? We touched on the Gundies a little bit. SHOT Show, y'all probably already tuned into everybody else's videos since January, since we're already in April. Trying to think of what else I haven't gotten to talk to y'all about in all this time. Obviously, I mentioned, and I think I told y'all on here earlier, had an appendectomy. That was pretty crazy. Glad that's over. Glad it happened when it did. Finally back at the gym, which is pretty crazy too. This is my first week back, totally. And I'm sore. Like ridiculously. It's kind of embarrassing for how little I feel like I did at the gym and how daggum sore I actually am. Yeah, humbling. Especially abs, because I wasn't able to do anything for abs for a certain amount of time after the appendectomy, because obviously like there's incisions and whatnot. And I like did the smallest amount of abs because number one, it was just hard after that long of not doing it. And yeah, humbling. Hello, Jamie. Oh wait, no, Tactical Tony. Sorry, I'm like missing comments. What is that? Are you asking about appendectomy? Or was it something else that I said? If it's that, then my appendix, I had to have my appendix removed right after SHOT Show. Favorite pistol, it's hard, favorites of any kind of gun is really hard for me to pick because I don't have like one thing that's my favorite. I have favorites for different categories of shooting. EDC, we already went over that a little bit earlier. My favorite is my Walther PPS M2. So if we want to pick that, then we can go with that one. If anybody else has a favorite gun, let me know. I would love to know. Obviously, I've been doing a gun of the day this entire year. I will say after my appendectomy, I fell off of posting it on my YouTube community channel for a little while just because, well, I was obviously on a few different pain medicines and whatnot, so I wasn't able to like remember all the different things I needed to be posting and whatnot. And I was I was so behind on that content that I was like trying to do things from laying down, and anyway, it was just pretty crazy for a few days there. So I fell off of posting it on here for a little while, but I'm back to posting it on all channels now. So gun of the day has been pretty fun. Did I do any crazy April Fool's gags? No, I did not. I was playing for the gun of the day, I did a little water gun. I just as a teaser. It wasn't really like funny, I guess. I mean, I thought it was funny, and my dad was taking pictures for me, so it was the one time that I actually got to point a loaded weapon at somebody, even though it was just a water gun. Obviously, I wouldn't do that with anything actually loaded, and I shot my dad, so he wasn't exactly happy with me, but I thought it was funny. I'm lucky he puts up with me. Tony, thank you so much for watching all my content. It means a lot. Obviously, I have standards for what I want my content to be like, and I often don't post things because it's not like what I think it should be. So I'm trying to get better about just posting consistently until I can maybe find somebody that can edit a little bit better for me. But yeah, we're working on it. So thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. It means a lot to me. Zubat, yeah, I'm glad to be back on YouTube too, because I was having a lot of fun with it last year. And like I said, we've got a ton of plans for this year. Honestly, I've got like notebooks full of YouTube video ideas. I just don't even know which one to start with. It's pretty crazy. Do I like single, double? Excuse me. Do I like single, double with exposed hammer or striker fire? You know, it all depends on what it's for, right? So, do you have a preference? I typically carry a striker fire. I have single and double action. I do a little bit of everything, and I kind of like to live that way. I like to know I I feel very confident knowing that I can pick up just about any firearm and know how to use it or figure it out very quickly because I have been exposed to so many different types of guns my entire life. Um, and then obviously we dabble a little bit with cowboy action stuff. I shoot subgun matches, so I'm a little all over the spectrum when it comes to guns. I do not own any Olights. I was on the same plane with a bunch of the guys from Olights one time on the way to SHOT Show. Oh, Ben, is it Ben? I'm reading the comment about I told you about something and I warned you via email. Here is this person. Are you the one that warned me about the fake account for Kayla? Is that right? I appreciate everybody looking out for fake accounts. I've had several people talk to me about my fake Twitter that I have yet to have removed. If you're on Twitter or if you follow me on Twitter, be sure it's my actual Twitter. There is a fake account out there. I'm pretty sure I figured out who made the fake account, and it's really crazy. It's really crazy what people will do these days. I don't know about you. I've never in my life wanted to pretend I was somebody else. And if I ever did, I would just play like Sims. So I don't know. It's pretty crazy what people are doing with other people's identities right now. And I've got a Twitter account that's really messing with people and using my images and my name, and Twitter won't take it down. So there we go. Great to see you live. My daughter loves your videos. Thank you. I'm so glad that she watches them. That's really cool to know. Hopefully we've got some really fun stuff that she'll enjoy. Oh my gosh, is the actual Roy Hill on this chat? Roy Hill, is that you? I need like a wave. I'm watching the chat like crazy. I don't know if y'all know Roy Hill, but he's basically famous. Oh my gosh, he's in the chat. What the heck? Do I have any good iguana recipes? I don't have any iguana recipes because you're the one that like marinated them and everything, but I can skin the iguana. I can skin it. I can peel its toenails off for you. I can do whatever in that regard. The preparation, I got. You can take care of the grilling. I cannot believe Roy Hill is on my chat right now. What the heck? Well, while you're here, can we start planning our next adventure? Because I know I'm down, and Mr. Hootie Hoo's here, so he's probably down. Yes, we absolutely ate the iguana. So that's the cool thing. And honestly, the crazy thing about iguanas, so they're invasive in Florida, right? They're everywhere, especially South Florida. I don't know where the line is where they don't really live after, but we flew into West Palm, and then where we actually hunted was closer to Fort Lauderdale, and they were everywhere. And the crazy thing is that you can eat them, and they're good. They're pretty good. So we ate the iguana legs and we ate the cheek meat. I don't know if you've ever seen the like knobs they have on the sides of their face. Um, Delicious, like surprisingly good. And the legs, they were a little bit chewy, the meat was, but I think it was more on the way we prepared it, because it was the first time we were ever doing it and we were kind of rushing and everybody was already hungry, but they were so good. Um, I know I worked there for a while and I'll probably still get in trouble since I don't work there anymore, but I think the legs were better than Hooters chicken wings. I thought they were pretty darn good. So if you're a wing person, ask about iguana legs. I don't know why there are not places that serve this meat, but there should be. What do we want to do next, Roy? I mean, we were already talking. I don't know. I don't know if there's like categories of things that we should do next, but I would definitely go back and iguana hunt again. Or I want to go python hunting. Let it be known. I want to go python hunting. Restaurant chain idea. Anybody got names for a restaurant that serves iguana meat? Because I think this could be pretty fun. Okay, favorite meal to prepare at home. I don't know. We do a lot of like chicken and rice or steak and mac and cheese is always good. I really like hosting big dinners or like Christmas, Thanksgiving, all those things. And I usually do duck. And it's very, I don't know, I have a very good recipe for duck. What else? Oh, favorite camo pattern. I don't have a favorite. I just like camo, all of the camos. I don't know if y'all saw when I had my appendectomy, I woke up and I thought that they had put a camo gown on me. So I took it. Hopefully they don't watch this and find out that I took my gown with me. I was going to turn it into something cool, but I haven't yet. So, and overall funnest gun to shoot. I will forever love the Thompson, and there's something fun about like managing the recoil of one. I also feel the same way about the Bren or the BAR. And obviously, like there's nothing else in this world like shooting a Maudus. So very, very broad question again. Favorite restaurant? Oh, restaurant chain idea. Excuse me, I'm still stuck on the iguana meat. Have you ever had a chance to visit friend Nikki Boxer up in New York? No. So this we usually do one large trip a year. And this past year we actually did the New England area. And we went through New York, and I thought about hitting Nikki up and seeing if we could go on like one of her horse carriage rides or something, but it didn't really work out like timing, and then we didn't get that far north in New York. So that is on my list to do. Nikki Boxer is like a sweetheart. I absolutely love her, and I really, really, really want to go see her maple farm and all the other animals that they have. So on my list of things to do, maybe I can collaborate with her, kind of like I did with Julia Stallings last year, and sisters in arms type deal, and then kind of show her other hobbies. So that's something I would really love to do. Talking so much. You like single, double with exposed hammer, striker fire is not as accurate. Well, I'm glad that you know what you like. Do you like Beyond Meat? I've honestly never had Beyond Meat. I really don't know. Actually, so right before I stopped working at Hooters, there was some sort of like I can't remember what it was called. It was like an I can't believe it's not chicken wings chicken or something. And I did try one of those, and it didn't taste bad. I think it was like soy or something. I really don't know. A lot of people really liked them though. They were like chicken nuggets that weren't chicken nuggets. Thanks, Roy. I'm glad that you hopped on. Hope you have a very good night, and you can be dreaming about iguana meat and the next time we do something crazy. Have I ever used a minigun? I have. So I think it was 2016 or 2017. I went to Knob Creek, and I actually got to shoot early on in the night shoot. I got to shoot my first minigun. So absolutely incredible experience, not only to shoot a minigun, but also to be part of Knob Creek's night shoot because it was iconic. Yes, I have gotten to shoot a minigun, and since then I've done it a couple of other times, and hopefully working on something to where that will get to happen again. Beyond iguana, serving iguana, alligator, and python. I like it. I like it. That is a great that is a great name. Oh my gosh, Rachel, I can just see that now. So Rachel and Alex go iguana hunting in the glades. I'm probably gonna have to talk to her about that. I was actually thinking of another idea that would be really fun to collab with Alex on. She's a great human too, and I don't know if y'all have been watching her stuff closely, but she just got ducks, so it's been fun talking back and forth about like caring for them and whatnot. Um, yeah, I could see that being very fun. I don't know if we could get her Hummer down there. I feel like her Hummer is too nice for something like that now too. And when we were down there, we were in boats. And I've been watching a lot of what Python Cowboy's doing too. So I guess there's some things he uses airboats for. We were in like regular, well, I will be truthful with y'all. I don't know a whole lot about boats, but I was in some kind of boat. And then the other group was on more like a pontoon that didn't have sides or something. But yeah, that would be a lot of fun. So I don't know how they usually hunt iguanas, but I think they do it from the canal. So it wouldn't really be from a Hummer, but maybe we could use that for like a python thing or something. Hoping like excuse me, hoping something like Knob Creek comes back. So do I. Um, Truthfully, we have been working on something. I don't know if it's going to happen this year. I was hoping that it would happen this October, and I will hopefully have more information to share with y'all. And as soon as I do, I will be letting y'all know. But Knob Creek was iconic, and I think that this world, this country, people need something like Knob Creek in their life. It was a big part of me the last 10 years of my life. The amount of stuff I learned at Knob Creek and the quality time I got to spend with my dad and really all the people that were out there, like it's just a different world, and I really loved it, and I would love to see something like Knob Creek come back. So I don't know if y'all would too, but I will let y'all know as soon as I have more information on what we want to do. So, what else y'all got for me? Also, since I feel like this needs addressing, Roy already hopped off here, but there's still a comment yes on the toenails. We were talking about iguana toenails, and I was really excited about the iguanas that we got. And I really, 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 before we went, excuse me, I'm a little all over the place. So y'all know that I love to have a hat for every occasion. Last time I was on here, I had just gotten a train hat because we were gonna fly out to Utah and ride a train, the Heber Creeper in Utah. So I got a whole train outfit. I got train pants, I got a train hat. When I found out we were going dinosaur hunting or iguana hunting, I wanted to get I really, really, really wanted to get a Crocodile Dundee hat. So I didn't get one, but now I have a hat ordered, and then I have a bag full of iguana toenails that I flew home with. So I'm hoping to get a really cool hat made with the toenails of the iguanas that we slayed put on it like like alligator teeth or something ridiculous. So maybe I will be sporting that hat soon, and all of y'all will be the ones to know what it is. So yes. Have I ever hunted alligators? No, that is also something that's on my list. I would absolutely love to go alligator hunting. That would so I hunt, but I don't do a lot of trophy hunting. Um, but an alligator would be a trophy that I would really like. Not to mention alligator's delicious too. So that's something that I'd really like to do. Uh, is that freezer? I don't know how to. I think that's how you pronounce that. But yes, I'm live. I have not been live in some time, and I've been live on Instagram like a couple times, but honestly, I don't know why. I'm like way more awkward on Instagram live than I feel like I am on this live. But if I'm awkward on here, y'all can let me know that too. So burst my bubble. You have a name for your cattle and it's food. I like it. I mean, I think it's the best thing to have cattle in that capacity. That way, I mean, you know where your meat's coming from, and I think that's really important. So, love it. I can't tell like how delayed this chat is either. So, oh, wait. I don't know. I'll probably be on here for like 10 or 15 more minutes and then I'm going to call it a night. But I said it earlier, we're going to start doing this every Tuesday and just kind of like update you on what's going on in between videos and whatnot. So hoping to get back to a consistent schedule of posting things for y'all and, just sharing like updates in life. Yeah, I will let y'all know too. So earlier this year, we decided we're going to build a range out at my parents' property. It won't be a huge range, but it'll be just enough that we can go out and Plink and get videos made and be able to like produce more consistent content. So that is hopefully going to be starting the dirt moving on that is hopefully going to be starting soon. Outside of that, trying to think of some other updates I got for y'all. My favorite cut of meat. I like backstrap. Ken, thanks. I really hope that it will be a great start to everyone's week. And it'll give me something that I have to tune in for. So I'm working at home and then obviously being on the road for the last 6 weeks. I haven't had a lot of like constant things going on as far as like a schedule. So I'm gonna enjoy having this scheduled time with y'all. Maybe building up my YouTube family. So I'm pretty excited about this. Home range is a win-win. Right now we're driving it's not very far. It's like 25 minutes from the house. But there's rules and regulations and targets that I can't shoot because they explode. And I can't even shoot a watermelon out there because of cleaning it up. Or balloons. You can't shoot balloons. You can't shoot anything fun. You can't shoot anything fun. I'll just leave it at that. I love my range. I'm a member there, obviously, so love it. Love the guys out there, but it's since it is a members club, there's just a lot of rules. So being able to shoot at home and then cleaning up whatever mess I make with my flamethrower, like we've got a good thing gonna be happening at the house. Oh my gosh, Drunk 3PO is on my live chat. What the heck? Guys, that guy is a character. I met him at the Nineline event that I did over St. Patrick's Day. Absolutely love him. Hopefully he's gonna let me on his podcast so he can. I don't know. I'm practicing all this talking, so hopefully I'll get to be on that at some point. And if you haven't seen his Join the Rebellion merch, like definitely check that out. My range does allow full auto. They don't allow full auto 50 cal though, so we can't shoot the Maldeus out there, which is unfortunate. But at least they allow other full auto. So if you see me shooting full auto, it's usually at the range that I was talking about. I don't know what y'all are talking about, baiting something or another, but I'll have to find that in the comments after this. So yeah, rules or something. Oh my gosh, he acknowledged that he might let me on his podcast. Hopefully I don't embarrass him or myself or my family. We'll see. Oh my gosh, while I have you here too, Drunk 3PO, I just got my footage back from the podcast I did with the gun experiment, and I am pretty sure that there is a moment. So there's a moment where towards the end they were doing like rapid fire questions, and there's a moment where he asked me something, and I don't know if I like didn't hear him or something, but there's like a long gap, and he was asking about hobbies outside of shooting. And so then there's a gap, and in that gap, there is some other voice that answers the question that's not me, and it's not anybody else because there was 3 stories in between. So I'm pretty sure it was the ghost of the house, and nobody in this chat probably knows what I'm talking about. So I'll have to give a backstory at some point. But yeah, if you're still listening to this, Drunk 3PO, yeah, there's haunted footage. And I have the footage. I don't know if he's gonna post that part because it's kind of weird or like freaky because there's another voice talking, but I might have to get Jake the Viking to go through and see if he can like edit the audio and figure out what they're actually saying, because he's a ghost hunter and I am not a ghost hunter. I got dinosaurs and zombies, and that's about the best I can do. So I live in Georgia. Gun rights are pretty great, and Governor Kemp is going for constitutional carry. So obviously I'm allowed to own full auto, and things are pretty easy here. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with living in Georgia and the way our rights work out. Zubat, I hope you have a great night. Thank you for jumping in. I'm got adult stuff to do tomorrow too, so I'm probably gonna be jumping off here in like the next 5 minutes. But yeah, I really appreciate y'all. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and fill y'all in on the ghost thing. So I was down in Savannah, Georgia, with Nineline, and there was quite a few of us all in this old house on Bay Street. Obviously, it was the Nineline crew, myself, Julia Stallings, Drunk 3PO, Jake the Viking, Call of Duty Rex and his family were out there, and Tactical Taz, and who else am I missing? Oh, did I already say Jake the Viking and Shelby? Anyway, there was a whole bunch of us in this house, and it's an old house in Savannah. Obviously, Savannah is known for being haunted. So I get to the house. I'm one of the last people that got there, and they already have our rooms labeled. And it's this really, really tall old house. There's a basement that was creepy on its own level. But then Julia and I were all the way up in like what used to be the attic, but they kind of like filled it out to be a room. And I walk in there and I'm just like, all right, this is obviously haunted. Like it's pretty creepy. So then they tell us it's haunted. So now that's in your head. And I swear, like I believe in spirits. I don't necessarily like poke at them or anything. But we wake up the next morning and the dresser's moved. So then I think some other people were kind of playing with us too and like kept moving furniture around, and that's fine and dandy. But I did walk up the stairs at one point to do this podcast that was actually recorded on St. Patrick's Day. And there was like several things that were just not right. And I was like, I am absolutely not sitting up here by myself to do this podcast. So I made Julia sit in the room with me. And then that's when the audio thing happened. So I don't know if it is haunted. I think it was children, and that's what the story about the house has to do with, is children of some sort. So and very interesting. Mr. Hootie Hoo, you've seen a literal ghost twice. Obviously, next time I see you, I'm gonna need the full story on this. And then, so in the ghost hunter capacity, I don't know if y'all are familiar with Jake the Viking, but he actually goes and stays in haunted places, and he's got some crazy footage. He stayed in the Conjuring house. He's gone to like different insane asylums and whatnot, and we're actually trying to work out something with him coming to the Central State Hospital in Georgia. So, yeah, hopefully he'll get that video filmed soon. With my outfit, I'm going to also need a pair of alligator skin cowboy boots. I absolutely agree. So maybe I need to go back to Florida very soon and make that happen. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read everything. Reading is hard, guys, but important. Just to let you know, YouTube is not messing with you. So far, they have sent notices to me as a sub. Awesome. Hey, that's good news, right? I know Instagram is messing with me very hard. So at least YouTube likes me so far. Nope, not me staying in haunted places. That guy is nuts. Yeah, I'm kind of interested in the Georgia or the Central State Hospital in Georgia. If he does go there, I at least want to go like tour it. I don't know about being there at night. But it is intriguing because like things happen there. There was also a few times where he was using some sort of like ghost recording materials, and yeah, like I have to not think too much about that because it can get in your head. You think ghost children are creepier than like adult ghosts? Asking you, Mr. Freezer. I don't know. I mean, as long as it's a friendly ghost, I'm good. Casper was a kid, I think, so we'll leave it at that. But yeah, whenever I think it's April 22nd that podcast is dropping. So I'll link it. I'll link it here so y'all can go listen, and I'll give you like a timestamp of when something else talks. And also, just in case y'all are gonna say is the other people in the house, we were on the third story and everybody else was either in the basement or on the first level. And it's a very big house. Like there's no way that it could have been them. And there was no TVs in the house that I ever saw. So it wasn't the TV. And Julia was being very quiet while I was on my podcast, except when we asked her direct questions. So yes. Kenneth, my buddy Kenneth is on here all the way from South Carolina. Anyway, I mean, I did start late, but I also need to get up early tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna sign out here. And we'll be doing this, like I said earlier, Tuesdays. Probably keep it at 10 o'clock. That way, everyone's like done with what they're doing on the East Coast, hopefully. But I really appreciate y'all jumping on here and talking with me. It's really good to be back on here. And I've missed it. So hopefully I'll have some videos coming out in the next few days for y'all. Don't hold it against me if I don't, but I got a lot of things to edit. So, and a lot of things in the works. But yeah, thanks everybody for hopping on here. I hope y'all have a great night, and I will talk to y'all next week at the latest.